Before starting, I guess most of you know me as an iron source Aykut, but since from last Mobidictum, we had many changes. We merged with Unity as iron source. Now we unified our forces to help creators to be successful in gaming industry. And I'm working as senior business development in Unity. Before, I was managing Turkish market as a regional sales lead over 3 years at Iron Source. Before, I was also working in EdTech side, so I am quite familiar with the market and the trends over here that we are facing. This is my agenda for today. I will start with Unity overview. We discuss with most of our partners, publishers, what it means after the merger and what it will bring them. Today, I will also try to give you some brief about regarding scope of our business and operations under Unity. And then I will talk about hybrid casual, frontier, the trend, which is renovating hyper casual business model. And you will hear a lot about it today. And how you can work with the Unity and Unity LevelPlay, how we can support your business. This is the final part that I will try to connect with hybrid casual. And again, welcome to Unity session. As Unity, we have offices all around the world with 7,000 employees. These are some customer highlights from the works done by Unity Solutions. You can see Unity Gaming Services works here as well. And before moving into details in the hybrid casual side, I just want you to give a bit of product highlights, what we are doing on the Unity side regarding AI. This is our one of the new tools available under Create. You know, or you will know, we had an Oscar with this movie for best visual effects. I definitely advise you to check this video because it shows the capabilities of the Unity platform. This is really cool, I need to say. And also, when you log in VetaFX YouTube page, you will also see that this technology also has been used in Lord of the Rings Return of the King movie as well. I think which is cool to say. Okay, growth. We have under Unity, we have two main divisions as Create. Under Create, we have the engine and the Unity Gaming Services. Under Grow, we help developers to turn their products into businesses. This is the growth department. Under growth, we have publishing, which is supersonic. You can meet them at the venue. And we also have monetize and the scale. I am also part of the Grow organization in Unity and responsible for Turkish market. Under Grow, we have a lot of tools and features and solutions that we are providing. One of them is Unity LevelPlay, which helps you to mediate all of the ad networks and maximize your ad revenue. And we have two top-line bidders, exclusive bidders under Unity LevelPlay mediation. One of them is Iron Source, other one is Unity. And we also have exclusive ad unit offer wall, which enables publishers to monetize users that are not converting into in-app purchases. You can think it is as subset of it. And we also have Luna. With Luna, you can create awesome videos and also interactive and cosplayables. But it's not limited to that. With Luna, you can also run Apple Search Ad campaigns and manage all of your marketing activities. And we have also Aura, which is also an exclusive channel for Unity. With Aura, you can reach Android users from day one. When they buy a new phone, you can get into their life and enjoy a lifetime experience. Some examples from our customers. And yeah, here we are. As you all know, the gaming industry is always dynamic, changing, and adapting itself. In here, I really want to advise you that watch Burak Vardal's interview with Swipeline. He's also mentioning about how gaming market is transforming, and I believe you will like it. We have a small quiz here. Can you guess on top 100 iOS grossing games? How many of them released in the past year? Is there anyone want to make a guess? 50. 10%. You mean 10? Close. Last month. In the top charts, in the top 100 games. Close. Only 4 games published this year. 96 of the games were over 1 year old. What tells this to us? In here, we need to reconsider retention side and the metrics in the markets that we are seeing. We are seeing that CPIs are increasing along with the decreasing CPMs. So it's pushed market to create more attaching concepts which have higher engagement and higher LTV. And if you want to make a money with this competition, with this market at the moment, you need to have a good retention. Today, low CPI is no longer enough because if you are familiar with the hyper-casual site, you will remember that you can acquire users for 3-5 cents and you secure them in 3 days, 5 days, and you don't care about retention LTV. Those days are over. So the shift from hyper to hybrid, I think the most basic definition of the hybrid casual would be this. Hybrid casual games should have a hyper casual mechanics. We should be simple and marketable core gameplay. But you need to monetize them as casual games, where you are focusing on the retention and try to increase rewarded engagements. And then it's not enough. For longer progression and more stable game economy, you need to add layers and give your users a feel of progression. And when we got Archero here, it's really funny because when hyper casual is booming, we are also talking about Archero, and now we are still talking about Archero. I want to share 3 key elements every developer should pay attention. I know there are plenty of things that we can discuss, and if you want to discuss, we can talk offline later. First one is creating a deeper game loop. Second one is balancing monetization, and third one is monitoring the ad experience to drive retention. Creating a deeper game loop. In hybrid casual games, you need to start with simple core mechanics that we mentioned. Then you need to add elements to give users a feel of progression. And when doing this, you need to create some kind of balance between the economy, which pushes them to win and pushes them to watch a rewarded video or make a purchase. And then you need to add some meta layers. Okay, there are plenty of things that you can do, like decoration, narrative, customization, new modes, social features, collectibles, and upgrades. When you are adding this, you need to connect them with simple goals or targets with these long-term achievements so that users can progress in the game and create you revenue. Don't worry, we are also, as Unity, helping our partners to create successful games and help them on the game consultancy side in terms of ad implementation, in terms of product design, in terms of game economy, and under Unity Gaming Services, we have a lot to offer, like live ops, many things that you can be in need. And for example, we made a couple of great collaborations with Pantheon and Uda Games for their specific projects. Maybe you can also ask them how we are working with them and how we are creating value to their projects under our game consultancy services. I didn't want to put some slides from the work that we are doing, but you can learn from them. Second point is balancing monetization. I want to start with the genre recap of the ad units. As you know, hyper-casual is interstitial focused, where like 60–70% share of voice is coming from the interstitial, and 20–30% is coming from the rewarded, and I think 5–10% coming from the banners. With casuals, you can consider it as an opposite of the hyper-casual games, where rewarded is the main monetization driver. And on the mid-core side, we see rewarded ad units and also offerable as a supportive ad unit for the in-app purchases or long-term retention in the game. And where hybrid casual stands is actually in between, but it's more rewarded driven, let's say. But when we show this slide as it is, it sounds so simple, but you need to test every detail within your game. When you are adding a new ad unit, you need to measure a lot of things, and you can use LevelPlay A/B testing tool. And also on the product side, you can also use Unity Analytics as well. Here is a quotation from Lee Hu, and there should be a Rolik as well. We also have another tool, real-time pivot, which is a bit detailed thing, but if you want to monitor all of the changes within your game, you can use this great tool which works in real time, as most of our products, and helps you to understand the trend within your game with your changes, and you can slice and dice with many metrics and make your analysis. There is also another quotation. This is case study you can check on our website. And latency, I will not get into details about it as well, because it's also like 202 level, let's say. But if you have a long waterfall, especially for rewarded, you need to think about the latency as well, because if you can optimize it, you can increase your ARPDAU of the rewarded ad unit as well. And this is the last point that I want to mention. I think this topic is the most, how can I say, neglected one, because most of us focus different areas, but ad experience is also quite important, especially with this current market dynamics. Here is a quotation from Triple Dot Kazluska. This was from our Unity Gaming Report 2023. What it says, for a business, it's so much cheaper to retain a player than acquire any player. If you have a good player base, then they stick with your product, they engage with your campaigns, and they engage with your outreach and live ops. So what we can do to increase engagement on our app by taking reference from the ad experience. I want to ask you, and not ask, but probably you also had similar experience, like you like a game, you want to play it, you are watching ads, but it's not closing, you need to end the game, or X button is not working. Probably you are not getting back that game, right? But when you consider this from a publisher perspective, probably they spend like $5, maybe if it's on a casual, maybe a little bit more, or if it's hybrid casual, maybe $2. But for what? For just $30 CPMs. But at the end, you are buying users for $2, and because of a broken ad, that user leave the game and doesn't come back. So ad quality help you to understand broken ads, bad UX ads, ads with over like 60 seconds, ads that are harming your user experience, and gives you a detailed analysis to understand your churn rate, and according to that you can improve your ad quality and user experience within your game. This was not important for hyper casuals because still they are monetizing in a fast pace. But when it comes to hybrid casual and casual side, you need to think about it. Here are some quotations, and I want to show you some benchmarks. Those benchmarks are coming from our QBRs with our strategic partners. Why I want to put this? Because there is no one formula, one right formula working for everyone. You need to understand your game dynamics, and you need to know benchmark within your subgenre or similar apps. But on top of this, I can say your in-app purchase rate for the hybrid casual at least should be 15, 20, and you should try to increase it more. And on the retention side for day 7 in the iOS, we see 20% is a good rate. Of course, it's more rewarded driven monetization. Some points to remember for hybrid casual. You need to create a strong economy in your core loop. You need to add progression for retention. You need to add metagame according to your gameplay. Of course, you need to test many layers under it. You need to work on the game economy, monetize on currency things and the meta, and you need to do A/B tests for everything and iterate, test, and then iterate again. We are also, since I was talking about hybrid casual and I also get into details about product side, you know, I am not the expert of the product, but we have great experts in our team, and we are running exclusive workshop series for early stage studios in Turkey. This is what we have done in June. We start with the game design. Also, hybrid casual was also one of the topic. Anna was our lead game design expert. Then we move on with user acquisition, monetization, and overall with additional channels. Hope to see you at next one, let's say. There are some photos from our event. And for developers and indies, I really advise you to check our real-time learning platform. And yeah, thank you. It was a bit shorter than what I expected because I want to show some cool stuff at the start, but you know, I couldn't. So thank you for listening and joining. If you have question, I can get some question, I think.
Good lecture, thank you so much. I have two questions. Number one is an important question. Is hyper-casual dead, really? Number two is...
What's the first one?
Is hyper-casual games dead?
No. They are shifting, they are adapting.
Okay, is there any opportunity for revenue of hyper-casuals versus hybrid casual?
Okay.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not that easy as it was because, as I told, it's good old times of the hyper casual. You can acquire users really cheap, like 3-5 cents, and you can generate easily 50 cents, 60 cents LTV from those users. But right now, with competition in the market, with all the privacy things, with all the post-COVID effects, we are not there. We are seeing that CPIs are increasing really fast, and along with CPMs are decreasing. So still, there is an opportunity to be successful on the hyper-casual side, but it's more harder than it was, let's say. That's why publishers trying to find a way by adding more engaging concepts and monetization layers around it.
Okay, so is it a good idea to convert a hyper-casual game to hybrid casual?
It's not working that way always, but of course, why not? But you need to have a marketable core gameplay, and it should be suitable with deeper game mechanics.
Okay, thank you so much. Final question. How can we participate in your course?
Not my course, but workshop
Yes,
series.
workshop.
We will probably publish it next month, and I want you advise to be part of our email group and drop us a note about your studio and what you are doing. And
where can we
reach
you? Where is the community?
You can reach me. You can send us email, direct iron source, Unity, whatever you have.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, people.
Thank you so much. Please give a big round of applause.